In this video, I will show you what's new on the Maple app. So the first thing that is new is that after you log in, it will open at a blank patient file. If you add a new patient, there are a few new fields which you have to fill in or which you can use. The first one, starting from bottom to top, is the under treatment. You can indicate if the patient is still under treatment or not. Also, you have to indicate the domain and primary indication of the new patient. If you go to the top, besides name, you now also have the ability to add a number to the patient. This is for privacy reasons, the better option, of course. So then if you go to settings, we've added the menu item called preferences, and here you can indicate how your patient is referenced to on the top of every screen. This could either be full name of the patient or number, and for privacy reasons we advise you to put this on number. Now if we go back to the patient screen, if you want to go to your patient list, you tap select patient on the top left, and then here you see a list with patient name, the number if you filled it in, the date of birth, and the last visit. And here you can see that there's an extra filter added where you can filter your list for patients under treatment, not under treatment, or all. Now we're going to select the patient. We're going to go to the measurement screen. So we removed the compare to reference mode and also the setting of the EMG reference lines to the next screen. I'll show you now. So if you go now to measurement, so just above the graph you see two steppers. You can use these steppers to set the two reference lines, and the nice thing is that you can change them anytime during your session. Just next to the grid you see a small switch button with two colored arrows. With this button you can change from absolute mode in the grid to reference comparison mode, also anytime during the measurement. In the stimulation menu, we've added the preset option. Per default, it shows you the last used or last saved settings for this patient. Besides this, we have added some manufacturer presets, and also we have added the possibility for the user to make more own default programs. On the right, you see the grid, the electrode configuration with the electrode configuration, and there are a couple of more options there. You have the ring to ring and the side to side, which were already in there, but the two new ones are side 1-1 and the side 3-3. I kindly refer you to our ES guidelines online in the menu for more information about the manufacturer presets, the different electrode configurations, general guidelines and tips and tricks for effective electrostimulation and safety warnings. And for the stimulation screen itself, we didn't change anything. So now, last but not least, if you now go to patient history. I'm going to select a different patient here. So now, if you go to history, there's a few new extra possibilities here. So the first thing is that per default it shows you the grid in black and white. But now the same button you can switch to the compare to reference mode anytime you want. Besides this, it's also possible to store multiple ES sessions in one visit. And also, there's more detail about the maximum voluntary contraction and endurance setting displayed. So the active rest period and the number of contractions instead of the total time. And last but not least, there are now two tabs. So you have the grid tab, which is currently in front of you, but also if you tap the graph, you have the ability to view the full graph of the measurement. So in this case, this was the MVC, and you can You can zoom in or out on the X and the Y axis, and you can flip through the entire graph measurement. I hope you like it.